Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. Today I want to make a video about Linux Mint and why it's better than Ubuntu in my opinion. So this video is mostly aimed at people that are mostly new and want to choose like a distribution. So a lot of people say like, oh, just use Ubuntu, but Ubuntu has a lot of problems in my opinion, like for example using snaps instead of the actual repos, and I think that's kind of dumb. Because snaps are proprietary and not, not everybody likes snaps. I don't like snaps. The other thing that is not really nice is because Ubuntu is made like very difficult in my opinion. With they try to make it really easy, but they somehow make it like a little harder. Linux Mint fixes all these problems. It's still based on Ubuntu. It uses, it has all the packages and stuff, but it's not as, as crappy, I guess. So this is why I want to try Linux Mint today and show you around. We'll obviously do the installer and stuff. So let's wait a little for it to load. So Linux Mint is a nice looking distribution. Now I'm using the XFCE edition. Let me see if I can. Oh, and it also has really nice background. So let me go to the display and see if I can change it. Or it won't allow me. That's good. So this is the live session, but what we want to do is actually install it. So I can show you a little. So it's a very easy installer. I think it's using Calamari. Um, yeah, I'm not sure, but I'm pretty sure it is. So we will just click that we want English. We will say that English US. Um, this is useful, and on a real machine you should install this. Like actually install this. It's not extremely important, but for day-to-day usage it might help. So I'm just recommending you install that. And after this happens, we will have to partition our drives, and I'll show you how you can do that. It's very easy, so don't worry. They have other desktop environments. In case you don't know what desktop environment is, it's basically how this looks. Like this, everything that you can see, the interface, the UI, the GUI is XFC basically. And you can tint this however you want. If you don't like this, you can change it to other colors and stuff. So now, if you have Windows in here on your computer, you might see something like install alongside Windows. That is a dual boot, which means you have both operating systems in one. Now, you might not want that. You might actually want to have clear Linux, or you might not. So you can either erase everything. This includes your data, music, photos. So I'm just saying this will delete everything on your computer and all operating systems. So basically empties. So you should make a backup, or you can resize the partitions yourself. So for example, if a partition made for data, let me just show you. If you have this partition, let's say you have another one, alright? Um, Whatever. So let's say you have SDA1 and SDA2, right? Let's say that SDA1 is like the Windows and SDA2 is the data. You want to delete the Windows one and make sure you keep the other one. Then make a new partition, install on that one. But for now, you can just erase the disk and install Linux Mint. It will tell you everything that will happen, and just need to click continue. After that you do this, and after that you choose some information. So let's say donut, if the computer's name, this is the host name, so you can call it whatever you want. You can put something funny here, like cactus or something. You can put a real name, you can put whatever you want. Then you can choose a password. We'll put a really hard password. I'm pretty sure you won't guess it. And then let's just click login automatically. If you want, you can require to my password. And if you use a laptop and you move it around a lot, I recommend also encrypting the home folder, so you won't be able to, like, if someone steals it, he won't be able to also steal your data unless he has like a password. So you can do this. Oh, well, it doesn't matter. So I think it will prompt you to put a password, and each time you want to like take data or write data, I'm pretty sure it will just prompt you for the password. So while this is installing, you can look around a little, and yeah, by the way, I didn't mention this. As you choose the host name, after you do like the partition thing, it's actually going to start installing. So this is just what I'm saying. In here you can see some of the things it's doing if you are interested in that. It's using system D as in its system. You can open up a terminal, and here you go, it's using system D. Where is like the Windows search thing, but really good. So basically you can search anything on your computer, let's say Firefox, right? And here you go, you can see every mention of Firefox in your computer. So this is just a nice feature. And if you want to like flex with your friends, you can just do this command, and there you go. So this is basically what you can do, and you can theme it as well. So if you don't like this like bluish, I guess, you can change it in the system folder, but we'll do that later after it installs. So while it's installing, let's just see what applications it has. So it has like something for unzipping, a calculator, bulk rename is so you can rename multiple files, and you can also see little descriptions here. This is file system search, character map. This is basically like system utilities that are basic on every computer. After that, you got the document scanner, which is fairly interesting. Drawing board, so you can draw your very good art in here. It's like Microsoft Paint, I guess, but a little better. Um, it has Pix as image viewer. As internet, it comes with Firefox, HexChat. You can delete this if you want. Thunderbird, you can also delete this unless you use it. Transmission, this is basically BitTorrent, but a little themed differently. This is just torrenting, right? So you can torrent stuff if you are interested in that. And web apps. So you can basically have like an icon of YouTube if you want, or Twitter, or whatever you use, As multimedia, I got a Celluloid as installed by default. You can install MPV or VLC if you are more comfortable with that. This is interesting. You can watch TV, not every channel, but you can watch some of the free ones. I'm not sure if it's gonna work. Yeah, I have no provider selected. Anyway, so you can do basically add like a provider, and then you can just watch TV here. You can watch like the news or whatever you are interested in. which I think it's fairly nice. This is Pulse Audio. It's using Pulse Audio as a default. You might, on other distributions, they might use something like PyPire, but this is using Pulse Audio. Rhythm Box is basically like Groove Music or whatever it's in Windows. You have the Office Suite in here, so this is pretty useful. And some settings where you can choose whatever you want in here. So, for example, you can change your desktop, as I think that would be fairly nice. So here you go, you can change the desktop like this. Now, after I'm just showing you the apps that are in here, and after it installs, I will show some settings you can make so it looks a little better. And if you don't like it, then I'm gonna wrap it up. So as you can see, the installer is not extremely long. Uh, Obviously, it's a little longer than others, but it's not extremely long. So other thing you have in here is how you can actually install applications. I'm not sure if it's in here before you actually installed it. I don't think it is. No, it is. So this is the software manager. Here you can install apps. It's like a Microsoft Store, but way better. It has a lot of software. So you can use like Skype if you want. Um, Skype. It's basic app. And here are some reviews that you can have, and you can install VLC from here, Steam, and basically whatever you want. So you can just search I don't know, Discord. Let's see if that exists, and there you go. Something else you might want. What could you possibly want? Maybe VMware? No. But it has a lot of software. Here is MPV, for example. This is my favorite media player. Now what you want to see here is that a lot of these are actually using Flatpaks. So you might wonder what's a Flatpak. Well, let's say Skype maybe. So let's see if we can actually see that. Package Skype. Alright, so this is not a Flatpak. That's pretty nice. And oh, it installed. So let's restart now. Also, it's very fast. In case you're wondering, it's actually extremely fast. Let me just remove the disk. Okay, it removed it. Click enter. Now it's gonna do its thing. So let it load a little. First time it might take a little longer, but the second time, the third time, it's gonna add cache, and it's gonna be way faster. Right, so let's hold up. Let me fix the media first. Not desktop, display. Oh, by the way, every setting you made before it installed is going to be deleted, so just be aware of that. Alright, so what you can do is right in here we have a welcome screen. If you don't want this to show each time you open your computer, you can click this. So let's see the first step. You can take a text of color. So let's say you don't like this green, right? You don't like green. You hate it. We'll take purple. And boom, now everything is like purple themed. Maybe you also don't like, like white mode. So you're just going to change it to dark. And now all your, well, most of your apps are going to be like this color. System snapshot. This is basically if your computer breaks, you can just restore it. This is the driver manager, so this is actually really nice. So here you can install like NVIDIA drivers, AMD drivers, and whatever. Multimedia codecs, you know what it is. Update manager, here you can make updates. And the firewall. Now I recommend launching the firewall. It's not going to be by default, so you want to put that on. So this is fairly simple. You just can close that and never worry about it again. After that you have a little more things in here, contribute, and overall you can just close it. After that you can, do like some rising, let's say. You can put something really nice like this one. This looks really cool. And after that you can obviously either install software by apt or install them by the software manager. So you can either install them in the terminal or using the software manager. Now for new users I recommend just using the software manager, and even for advanced people it's overall just simpler, I guess, but whatever floats your boat. So let's say that you want like, I don't know, like WhatsApp, alright? I'm pretty sure this is going to be a flat. No. So maybe you want WhatsApp or maybe Audacity. So you just click install over here. It will ask for your password, so you just have to give it your password. This is so the system can install. And it's just going to install. As you can see, this is the progress bar. And after that you will see it in the menu. So it's fairly simple, and this is much better than Ubuntu in looks. In the first place, looks so much better. It faster in my opinion. It has less bloat installed in it as well. I think this works much more better. And there you go. We have Audacity. So this is really nice and overall really useful. So here we have the settings, right? So maybe you want to change something about you. Let's select a stock. I don't know, I'll put this Fox. You can say blah blah, and you can put some information about it if you want. They won't be shared with like the company behind it, and then put your password and what you look at that. After that you get appearance settings in case you don't like something. For example, we can have red icons but with purple look like. So here you go, I have red and purple. In as fonts you can, we have Ubuntu as the default, but maybe don't like the Ubuntu font, so you can change it with, I don't know, whatever you want. Let's select Nimbus Sans Bold, right? And look, now as you can see, changed. After that you got some settings. Maybe you don't want text, so you only have like icons. And this is toolbar. You can have text next to icons, maybe, whatever. So this is really nice. As appearance, you can leave all settings to go back. Here, as you said, you have like a firewall configurations, languages, session startup, whatever, and you get display settings and desktop settings. Like icons. Maybe you don't like. You want this, for example. And overall it's just a really intuitive distribution. You can install whatever you want, and it's a really good distribution for beginners, and it's based on Ubuntu, so it's gonna be stable, beautiful, and fast. So I hope you enjoyed this review of Linux Mint, and I'll catch you next time. See ya.